stuff is going to kind of come together for you. So I've just copied and pasted that link, and I'm going to go into that in a minute. This is HTML, and this will link. This is the piece of HTML code, if you like, which we're going to put in to put the image in manually, without using this upload insert. Why you'd want to do that? There are reasons. One of the reasons is you might want to put something into a widget. And now remember, in the widget exercise, we went through how to add widgets, and one of those widgets I remember saying was a text file, and in it said you can put HTML code in there. Now you could put this HTML code in for an image that you could upload into the widget, so you'd have them in your sidebar. So for example, if we click here, we can upload an image in here, for you to, to then optimize this sidebar a bit more if you wanted to put images in here instead of these banners which we're going to be putting in. So that is an opportunity for you, and that's why we're learning it this way, and also just so you understand exactly what you're doing, because when you're inserting this, you're actually inserting this code anyway. Okay, so what we've got here is we've got a tag, and we're going to look closely at this piece of code. So we open up the brackets, we've got an image, so it's img for image, space src equals, which is the link, and this is where we put the link. So in between this these brackets, we put in the link to the image. Now the link to the image is found in the media section of the website. So I'm going to go into here, I'm going to open up the dashboard, and I'm going to add the image, or I'm going to get the image link from our media section. So in this media section you would have added your image into here. It may be hosted elsewhere on another website, as long as it's yours, or you've got permission to use the image. All images are held at a link somewhere. I'm gonna show you that so you know what I'm talking about. If we go into Google and we go into images and we type in car, now you can see there's cars here. Now if we click on one of these cars and then we right click on it and click view image, that's the link for that image. That image, although it's probably nicely sat somewhere in a website, that is the link, to the ultimate link to the image. Now if I copied and pasted that and put that into this piece of code, it would show that image, but we haven't got permission to use that image. It's not our image, it's nothing to do with us. That website's nothing to do with me. I haven't got permission to use it, so I'm not going to use it, because you get yourself into a lot of trouble for doing that sort of thing. So I'm going to use my image that I've purchased, which is one of these. I recommend you do the same, or ask permission to use images, or get your own images. So if you look in the resources section, I'll list out loads and loads and loads of links where you can buy images from for very cheap. Okay, so back in here at this piece of code, actually sorry, in here, get the image. I'm going to click on the image itself, and I'm going to get the link. Now this is where it shows you the file URL, which is the link for that file which we were talking about a minute ago. That's, if I went to this address now, it would take me to the image, and the image only, like we just done on that previous section. Just select all, copy. I'll copy that image now. Go into here, into this piece of code. I'm going to copy and paste that inside those brackets, those quotation marks. And then in the alternative section here, we've got another bit of code here to write. It's alt equals, and then in here we'd write another piece of code, and that code is going to be the alternative text. I say code, we're going to write a sentence. Actually, we're going to write the alternative text again, so the screen reader can read it. And this is going to be, this is a picture. Obviously you put something a bit better, and we would have done the research on the keywords. Title, so there's a title here, again healthy food, it's already been put in, I've already put that in inside the quotation marks there. And then we've got the width and the height, which is up to you really, and the size of the image. It's measuring it in pixels, so we're going to go 300 to 508 in this scenario, and we're going to give it a class tag. And what class tag is, it's a style. We're going to style the image, and we're going to say class equals, and we've opened up the quotations here, and inside the quotations we've written a line left because we want it to go left. We've given it a space, and we've put size hyphen medium because that's the size we want it to be, as we did in WordPress. And this WordPress image here doesn't really need to go in, that doesn't need to be there at all. Okay, and then we've closed the brackets, we put a forward slash and close the brackets, and that is now a piece of code in the HTML section up here. If we go visual, if you copy that exact piece of code, put your own image in here, your own image link, and your own bits and pieces in these sections, it will work for you as well. Okay, so all you really need to do is copy that piece of code there. If you write that down on a piece of paper, pause the video, write that down. You want the image, the link, you want the alternative text, although it will work without it. If you don't want to put the alternative text in, you don't have to, but I recommend you do that. Google likes it, other search engines like it. You want to put a title in for your image, and so there's another thing, title equals, and then make sure you've got these quotation marks in. The width and the height, again, it's not actually the most important thing here, because it will just come in as a standard image width and height if that's what you want it to do, but it's good to give it a width and a height. And the class, again, you don't need to give it a class, although you probably want to align it in some way, so you want it to be left and you want it to be medium. You don't have to put either of those in, but it's up to you. I would recommend doing it. So if we go back to visual here, the image has now come up here, and if we update it and preview the changes, which we'll do as soon as it's updated. Okay, we're going to preview the changes. It's opening up here, and there you go, there's the changes there. Obviously we've got to move this text about a bit, we put it in slightly the wrong place, but that's how it is, and that's how it's done. Okay, so one thing I'm going to show you now is if I right click on that and click view image, it's going to take me to the image, and obviously it's slightly bigger because we told the image to be smaller, we told the size we want the image to be, and we said for it to be a medium size, not the full size, so that's why it's actually bigger. But this is where the image is held. This is that link we were talking about earlier. That is the actual link to our image. Okay, so I've just logged out. As you can see there, I just went to the admin section and logged out because I wanted to check that this link here went. There was a little link there before, which is a bit scruffy. So I've just logged out to show you obviously that that's not there all the time. Okay, so we're kind of done here. I'm going to now see you in the next video.